Hello race fans, the moment you've been waiting for is finally here. The NASCAR SEGA Cup Budweiser Shootout. This is sort of our preseason race before the Daytona 500 takes place. In the last chance qualifying race, we had a late caution. What's going to unfold today? Well, pit stops are going to be a factor, and it's still 20 laps of action. Last year, we had Dougie Shears win this race, and that was his only race win of the season. Who's going to win it this year? We're about to find out, as we're about to have those famous words in motorsports.
Gentlemen, start your engines!
Been on your test for this first segment. We shouldn't really be in danger of overheating, but it will, probably get up to about 220, so just keep an eye on that.
As the drivers have made their way off of pit road, here is the starting lineup for the NASCAR SEGA Cup Series Budweiser Shootout. And after you saw that starting lineup, Trent Dunham is taking the pole, but right beside him is his rival in Dylan Potteet's NASCAR Mountain Dew Racing Series, Ralph Green. And starting in dead last in this field is the winner of the last chance qualifying race, Charles Jackson. Let's see what he can do. He is the only Michael Watcher racing car in this field. I have waited weeks for this moment. The pace car is making that left turn onto pit road. I'm going to keep the controls up to try to learn the new names, but we have lots of familiar faces, but they have different rides here. As the Budweiser Shootout is among us, the green flag is out at Daytona. As we see the cars coming down the field, both Trent Dunham and Ralph Green, they're both neck and neck right now. Ralph Green, he's trying to get around off the outside line, but Jack Richards, he's on the high side in that 20 car. Last year, Jack Richards drove the 42 after mid-season, as they're coming down the back straightaway now. And oh man, they're about to race some 3 wide action. Here comes Cody Lamas. Cody Lamas, he won the final race of SEGA Cup Season 1 at Homestead, driving for Richard Childress, and now he finds himself driving the 17 for Roush Fenway this season. And speaking of season, as Cody Lamas will lead the first lap, here comes our NASCAR SEGA Cup Season 1 champion, Joseph Lombard. He's got his new teammate, Dylan Potteet, pushing up behind him, as they're going 3 wide behind them. Oh man, this is already intense racing going on, as Cody Lamas is still the race leader. Oh man, and just look at Hendrick Motorsports. Barney Ward is up here, Dylan Potteet, and Joseph Lombard. The other Hendrick car, Aaron Williams, he's on the inside. He's being pushed by Charles Jackson, as they're going 3 wide for 3. And oh no, Danny Wells, he's scraping the wall a little bit, but he got off of it. That's good. He didn't lose the pack too much. Heading to the front, it's still all about Cody Lamas in the 17. He's got his teammate, Ryan Acosta, right behind him in the 16. Last season, Ryan Acosta drove the 13, but this time, his brother, John Acosta, is driving it now. But as John Acosta, he's in the back. And here comes the 52 of Seth Cole. Let's go to the rear camera of Seth Cole. Oops. And Seth Cole has a mirror full of Dylan Young, and I see 2 cars scraping the wall. And oh no, it's Dylan Potteet and the 14 of Alex Drayton. Oh man, Dylan Potteet and Alex Drayton, that's really going to make them lose the field. Alex Drayton, a 3-time winner from season 1. He's now driving for Stewart Haas Racing in the 14. And Dylan Pote, he drove for Richard Childress a little bit in the 98. But this year, he found himself in Hendrick Motorsports. And Jack Richards is falling back, as well as Trent Dunham. Oh, man, they better find their way back up here as we head back to the front. Ryan Acosta led that last lap. And look who's coming up in third now, trying to take away second. It's Aaron Williams. He finished third in the last chance qualifying race to get him in here. And right behind him is Lyndon Wright, who finished second. But when these guys are gonna have to take pit stops, I don't know. As Ryan Acosta will lead yet another lap, but Aaron Williams, he is glued to the back of that 16 car. He finished third, and he wants to try to go for the win. And here comes the other Acosta, John Acosta. He's being pushed by Alex Ferranti, another 3-time winner from the SEGA Cup last season. Last season, he drove for Penske in the 2 car, which is now driven by Dylan Young. And oh man, Alex Ferranti, he's now trying to push up behind his teammate, and he's bringing Danny Wells along with him, and Andrew Sidney in his new 12 car. Last year, he drove for Joe Gibbs. And oh man, the field is just spread out right now. As Ryan Acosta, he's still leading. Nobody's making a move on that 16 car yet. And here comes the 29 of Danny Wells. Danny Wells has not had much success in the first season, but look at him right now. He's running in second. Let's go to the hood camera of Danny Wells. And Danny Wells, he's just all over the back bumper of that 16 car. But Ryan Acosta, he's going to block whatever line he can as Danny Wells now goes to the outside. Oh, stay off that wall, Danny. And oh man, they're going 3 wide. And Andrew Sidney's making his way into second. If anybody knows, second place is Andrew Sidney. Andrew Sidney finished second place like 4 or 5 times last season. He is still winless in the SEGA Cup. As there's lots of 3 wide racing behind them. Right now the 16 has no competition, but the 12 car. I think I heard a crash. Oh yeah, we got trouble. Oh, Danny Wells, Jack Richards, Joseph Lombard. Oh man, Jack Richards, he's done. And I believe that will bring out our first caution. Yes, it is. Caution is out. They're racing to the line. They're racing to the line, and it looks like Ryan Acosta is going to lead them off. Andrew Sidney is going to be second. Zohar Muna 4th. Dylan Young 4th. And rounding out the top 5 is going to be Barney Ward, barely. Ralph Green 6th. Seth Cole 7th. Alex Ferranti 8th. 9th is going to be Red Bell. And 10th is going to be Cody Lamas. But man, we have our first caution already at Daytona on lap number 8. Let's take a look and see what the caution came out for. And here's what about the caution. And I never thought I'd say this, but what the hell was Joseph Lombard doing? He tried to go down low on the inside, and in doing so, he hooks the 15 of Charles Jackson, and then he gets into the 21 of Lyndon Wright and the 29 of Danny Wells. And then that's going to cause Danny Wells to slide up onto the racetrack. There's Trent Dunham driving by under the apron. But then just when you think Joseph is home clear, he gets slammed by the 20 of Jack Richards. That Toyota's not going to victory lane tonight as Danny Wells, he slides down on the apron, and I think he gets his car back going. But Jack Richards, his day is done, and Joseph Lombard, he was going towards pit road. And John Dawson, after he hit the wall, he's got some issues. There's Alex Drayton and Dylan Pote. They appear to pass by this unharmed. But the cars mostly hurt from this are Joseph Lombard and Jack Richards. Okay, here we are riding on board with Trent Dunham. This is what he saw. He managed to avoid Sean Henley, and look at that. He just slams on the brakes hard enough just to avoid hitting Aaron Williams. That's good driving by the SEGA Chevrolet. And here we are riding on board with Danny Wells. The 29 just had nowhere to go. And there's that hit from Jack Richards onto the 24. And that's going to end Jack Richards' day, no doubt. And here we are back at Daytona, and the field is coming down for pit stops. The entire field is coming in. And check on the cars out of the race. Joseph Lombard has dropped out of the race. Jack Richards, however, has not yet. As we see the cars coming down pit lane. Let's see who's going to get out first. No, nobody's staying out. Everyone's coming into pit. Let's see how it's going to handle. Everybody's making their pit stops right now. No one has left yet. Let's see. Here comes a few cars coming right now. Oh man, Zohar, he just held up Bonnie Ward. Bonnie Ward, he could have been the first one out. As Ryan Acosta, he's still the first guy in. There's Dylan Poteen and Cody Lamas and a couple guys, they're still staying on pit road. Jack Richards, Danny Wells, and John Acosta. Oh no, wait, I take that back. John Acosta, he just dropped out. As we see Lyndon Wright coming out. And another car dropped out. That was Danny Wells, so he's out of the race. And the leader right now is Ryan Acosta still. Yes, Ryan Acosta, he's still the race leader as they're trying to catch up to the pace car. We're going to take a quick break and be back in time for the restart. Dylan Young is in second. And here we are back in the Budweiser Shootout, getting ready for the restart. Cars out of the race now are Jack Richards, Joseph Lombard, John Acosta, and Danny Wells. They will have DNFs. Anyway, here's the top 10 rundown. Ryan Acosta, Dylan Young, Ralph Green, Red Bell, Zohar Manad, Seth Cole, Bonnie Ward, Aaron Williams, Alex Drayton, and Sean Henley. That's your top 10. We are going to restart with 9 laps to go. Anything can happen at 9 laps. Can Ryan Acosta hold off a charging Dylan Young to capture his first win of the NASCAR SEGA Cup? We're going to find out as the pace car makes that hard left into pit road. And we're having the restart. Green flag is back out at Daytona. And oh man, they're already going 3 wide behind them. Ralph Green, Red Bell, and Zohar. And Dylan Young, he's trying to find a place to make a move on that 16 car, but he can't do it right now. But he is glued to the back of it. Seth Cole, he's stuck in the middle behind Red Bell. And oh man, Bonnie Ward, he's trying to move up now. Bonnie Ward, he's trying to get into the top 5. And Zohar in the 19, he's trying to look inside, but Ryan Acosta puts in the block. And that's going to force Dylan Young on the high side. And oh man, they're trying to go 3 wide again. And Seth Cole, he's way up there with no drafting help. There's his Twin X Racing teammate under him, Sean Henley, in the 25. And leading him to the line once again was Ryan Acosta. Ryan Acosta, he's trying to block every single line. And oh man, he just got forced in the middle row by Bonnie Ward. And he's going to take the lead, but right behind him is Red Bell and Alex Drayton. Alex Drayton in the 14. He's trying to win at Daytona in the Buzz Shootout. Let's ride on board with Alex Drayton. Alex Drayton, he is pushing the hell out of that 43 car. No, I thought I heard a crash. Oh no. Nothing happened, but they're going 4 wide. Careful, guys. They're going 4 wide. Cody Lamas, Andrew Sidney, Dylan Young. Oh, man, careful, guys. They're going to wreck. Oh, my God. They're going to wreck. I just know it. Oh, man, they're going 4 wide for the lead. they're going 4 wide for the lead. Oh no, Alex, don't do it! Oh man, the two Alexes. Oh man, Alex Ferranti almost turned Alex Drayton, and they're going 3 wide, 3 wide, 3 wide. And Alex Drayton, he's the race leader in that 14 car. But here comes Alex Ferranti in the 99. Then Enzo Ferrari is coming. That's his catchphrase. And we got a car scraping the wall. Trying to see who it is. Oh no, it's Dylan Young and Ryan Acosta. Oh no, they're wrecking ahead. Oh, Red Bell Zohar. Oh no, Alex Drayton too. Oh man, that's going to bring out our second caution. That is going to bring out our second caution. And leading to the line was Alex Ferranti. Yep, caution is indeed out. And I think we're going to get set up for a green-white checker. I don't know. But we have our second caution of the Budweiser Shootout. Will they have to pit again? I don't know. But let's take a look and see what happened to Alex Drayton. And I saw that Barney Ward was involved too. Let's take a look and see what happened to that as we have our second caution of the night. And here's what brought out our second caution. Just coming out of turn 4, the 14 of Alex Drayton gets hooked by the 43 of Red Bell. And that's going to force him down onto Cody Lamas in the 17. But then Alex Drayton, he just slams hard into the safer barrier. Some cars are going under the apron. That's Cody Lamas, Seth Cole, Aaron Williams, Sean Henley, and Ralph Green. And then there's Dylan Young back there who hit the wall along with Ryan Acosta. Red Bell, she turned onto the racetrack, which turns Zohar, which turns the 14 of Alex Drayton. And Barney Ward, he had nowhere to go. He was just stuck behind this whole thing. But oh man, that's a tough break for Alex Drayton. He nearly led on the last lap. Then this happens, and oh man, Barney Ward, a top contender to try to win, and this happens. Both Zohar and Red Bell, they both wrecked, and then there goes Lyndon Wright, who was way off the pace. That was involved in that first caution he's driving by. But oh man, not a good thing to happen right now. We're gonna have to ride on board with Barney Ward and see what he saw. And here we are riding on board with Barney Ward. He was stuck on the high side, and he gets into the 43 of Red Bell. Then he gets into the 19. Yeah, just nowhere for the 88 to go. He was sandwiched in between those cars and the safer barrier. Nowhere to go for the 88. Here we are riding on board with the 14 car. This is what he saw. Yeah. After hitting the safer barrier, then he gets hit again by the 19, and then he just spins out. Tough break for Alex Drayton. A possible contender to win this thing. And here we are back at Daytona, and it's going to come to a green-white checker. Just like I said, nobody retired out of the race from that, but it's going to be a 2-lap showdown to determine the Budweiser Shootout winner. I'm going to give a top 10 rundown. Alex Ferranti, Trent Dunham, Dylan Pulte, Cody Lamas, Seth Cole, Aaron Williams, Sean Henley, Andrew Sidney, Ralph Green, and Charles Jackson. That is your top 10 for the green-white checker. Our first green-white checker of the season, and it's not even a points race. This is just the Budweiser Shootout. And the pace car makes that left onto pit road. 2 laps to settle it. The next lap after this is going to be the white flag. Who's gonna make their move? We're gonna find out as the green flag is back out at Daytona. Alex Ferranti got a good jump off the line, and oh man, Aaron Williams, he went way up high on the high side. I don't think that was a good idea. As Alex Ferranti, he continued to lead. The first 6 cars are single file. Ralph Green makes his way to 7th, and Sean Henley, he's on the high side. Under him is Charles Jackson, who won the last chance qualifier. And oh man, there goes Cody Lamas on the inside. He's going to try to make his move on Dylan Pulte. And Trent Dunham, he's stuck on the high side with no drafting help. And that's really going to hurt him. And here comes Dylan Pulte in the 5. This could be the biggest win of Dylan Ponte's career if he can pull this off. But he's going to have to deal with already a 3-time winner. And Alex Ferranti, he's won at Daytona before. He won the Coke Zero 400 in Season 1 as we're having the white flag. Alex Ferranti takes the white flag, and they're going 3 wide for third. Trent Dunham, Seth Cole, and Cody Lamas. And here comes Ralph Green in the 38 pushing the 17 car. This is anybody's race. But right now, Alex Ferranti, he's the man in charge. Dylan Ponte, he needs to get up there and make his move. But I don't think he's fast enough. I don't think he's fast enough. They're heading into turns 3 and 4 now. Ralph Green is making his way into third. And Dylan Ponte, he needs to make his move because he's running out of time. Coming out of turn number 4. No, Dylan Ponte cannot get there as Alex Ferranti will win Daytona for the 2nd time. He wins the Budweiser Shootout. Alex Ferranti captures his 2nd win at Daytona, and he wins the Budweiser Shootout in the NASCAR SEGA Cup. The Enzo Ferrari came, and he will go to victory lane. 2nd place, so close, was Dylan Ponte. You really got to give it up for him, though. 3rd place was Ralph Green. 4th place, Sean Henley. 5th place, Ryan Acosta. 6th place was Cody Lamas. 7th place was Seth Cole. 8th place was Charles Jackson. How about that? He started dead last, and he ends up with a top 10. Coming in 9th was Trent Dunham, and rounding out the top 10 is Barney Ward. And there is our finishing results. Alex Ferranti will win his first race of season number 2 by taking the Buzz Shootout. Oh man, what an insane race. The next race after this is the Daytona 500 with the full field of 42. Today we saw half the field and 2 cautions. What are we going to see at the Daytona 500? Stay tuned and you will find out. Congratulations one last time to Alex Ferranti for winning the NASCAR SEGA Cup Series Budweiser Shootout.